EA Sports Springs West, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Tonight we continue with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hey, 13 yards remaining on second down.
Hey, you got three down. One left. 82. He likes to sneak up.
Now Jones, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
3rd and 10.
I'll go special. 31's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Kill.
Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it. But touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, 46 yards. And the Panthers the first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That conversion, good for 23.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive and help get him on the ground.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Come on, man, come on, man. Hey, easy. Wild good. Mike 8. Let's go. Mike 8.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
43-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 57. Mike, 57. Man, I got you.
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, Eckler. And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And Wilson has it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
A 23-yard run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Play action. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 84 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On the throwaway.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosa's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working. Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Room to run again. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 50 yards. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
His kick is good.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Carolina.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Third down.
Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Panthers.
Now Eckler. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In for the score.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and quickly finding Rager. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Room here to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
The kick is
and his kick is right through.
The score, Panthers 42, Seahawks 14. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And he's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. People, look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
occasionally you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
It's 2nd down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
It's now 4th down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing again here, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. they'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Tonight's final score, Panthers 42, Seahawks 21.